All right, folks, I was going back and forth in my head on whether I would say something or not, but being the person that I am, I chose to come on my platform and, speak a little something. Yeah, it's been tough. It's been emotionally tough. And it's been mentally exhausting for the past couple weeks, I should say. Because I feel like without directly saying anything, I'll just say I feel like we have lost the passion behind working with children. Now, let me just say this. Every other job I've ever had, I have had 4 really important jobs in my whole life. I'm the type of person where if I get into a job, I'm there. I'm going to give it 100% for however long until another opportunity or until God presents himself for me to go in a different direction. Sorry for all the shaking. Cool. And at every job that I've had, and all those who have worked with me knows that I used to be the freedom fighter. Like, I used to be the one that would just be in the crowd like, what? I was the person that with respect would say what was needed to be said. I was all for being fair. Always all for being fair. Because I believe that is important. But not until here, transitioning into education is where I've been silenced and I've been muzzled. And there's this fear brought upon you, not by you, but by others, that you can't say anything or that you can't feel the way that you're supposed to feel, the way that you feel. I feel like we have to do better. First of all, we have to do better with each other. As co-workers, comrades, colleagues, whatever you want to call yourself or whatever we want to call each other, we have to be better with each other. Why? Because we're in such an important position. We have I feel we have one of the largest and most influential positions in the world. And when we drop the ball and when we fuck up, we are sending out thousands, millions of students with that same mentality out into the world, okay? So that's first. We all got to be good to each other because they are watching us. Second, just because you're a leader, just because you have that title, doesn't mean that you know what you're doing. Because here, it's all about pedigree. If you have the pedigree. Now, I'm not taking away from anybody who's gone out there and done what they had to do and worked their ass off to get whatever they have to get. Cool. Do you. Listen, not knocking that. What I'm saying is just because you have those pedigrees, just because you have those degrees and that paperwork, doesn't mean you know what you're doing. Okay? So, in the past, every time I wanted to say something, I would qualify it by saying, oh, well, now I'm in school. And so, I could say this because I was almost trying to prove to other people that I'm intelligent enough to speak my mind because I'm in school. Well, whether I was in school or not, what I have to say is important. What I have to say is my truth. So I will no longer qualify that by saying, oh, well, I'm in school now. So what, I could say this and I can say that. No, because whether I was in school or not, I made the decision to work with children. I made the decision to work with children with special needs, social, emotional, all of it, academic. I made that decision to work with children. So I believe in myself that I'm special enough to be able to do it. And I've been doing it for 7 years pretty successfully. Cool. There's so many missed opportunities that I have seen. Missed opportunities. Missed good mornings, missed hellos, missed good afternoons, missed how are you, missed, oh, you were sick, how are you feeling, missed, oh my God, I'm so sorry that your parent or so-and-so died, I want to give my condolences. There are so many missed, hey, I heard that you were in this program, how can I help? Missed. And it's surprisingly it blows my mind, because we are all educators. Why would we not want to educate each other? Why would we not want to share the knowledge with each other? One of the problems I have is, again, everything is pedigree. Now, good example, I grew up at 1124 10th Street in Lafayette, Louisiana. Almost every adult on that street, I can almost bet, did not have an education, period. Okay? Period. And they all played a part in how I turned out. And I think I turned out fucking great. So to say that it only takes educated people, knowledgeable people on paper to present another knowledgeable person, another great human being, another positive figure is untrue. Okay? So everybody's opinion matters. Everyone's not so much the opinion, but everyone's thoughts, it matters. Because we're all in the same field for one specific reason, and that's to educate our students. Whether they be students with autism or gen ed students, doesn't matter. We're all there to educate those students. Somewhere, somehow, we all decided that this is important enough that I'm going to pursue this career, and I'm going to do it for years. So clearly, what we have to say matters. It matters. Now, what you do with it, okay, cool. You know, I'm not saying that I'm not saying I'm the guru of autism. I'm not saying I'm the guru of education. I'm just saying that what I have to say matters. And I would appreciate if someone asked me. I would appreciate it. It's as simple as that. I would appreciate it. Thank you for thinking of me. Let me tell you what I think. Now, whether you use it or not, cool. That's up to you. No problem. But, you know, I'm doing the footwork. I am doing the footwork. Me. You're sending me out to do the work, to bring back the data, to bring back the information. But yet I have no say-so? None? Not even a little bit? Like, wow. And I get it. All right, I've been a manager. All my life touch people, y'all know, I've been a manager. But there's not one person who could tell me that, could say that I've never gone above and beyond for any employee that I worked with during my time as a photo manager. Not one person could say that I've never put water back into them so that they can grow. No one could say that. Very simple. Because you can get the greatest ideas from the last person that you could ever think. It's not a secret, and it shouldn't be held as a secret. It's not a secret. We're supposed to be sharing the knowledge. We're all supposed to be helping. Why is it such a secret? Why am I supposed to be in the dark about how I can help educate this child? I don't understand that. I don't understand it. And I no longer I'm not using the excuse of pedigree anymore. I'm not. Again, not taking away from the teachers, not taking away from those who have worked their ass off, because again, teachers go through a whole lot. And I think they need to go back and re-examine how much pressure they put on teachers. There's a lot of pressure. A lot of pressure. Teachers have more homework than they actually issue to their students. Catch that T, right? I'll say it again. Teachers have more homework than they actually issue to their students. Okay? I'm just saying. But let's go on back. Let's circle back real quick. Just circle on back real quick. I just no longer will take the excuse that you need this you need this paper in order to state what this child may need, in order to state what can help this child. I just don't believe it. I don't believe it. I believe that when it comes to certain things, as far as, documents and all that, sure, absolutely. There has to be that person who is the proper person to do those things. I get it. But let me tell you something. When it comes down to it, parents want help. They want help. They want help. They need help. Okay? And at this stage in the game, they don't care how they get it. They just need help. If a parent is having a difficult time, if I walk up to a parent and say, "Ma'am, can I help you with whatever situation is happening with their student, with their child?" They're not going to ask me, "Oh, I'm sorry, what year did you graduate? May I see your degree? May I see your paperwork? Is it stamped? Is it notarized?" They're not going to ask me that. They're going to say, "Yes, I need your help." "Oh, I'm sorry, you work at the Joseph Lee. I need your help. Do you know my student? Do you know my child? Do you know this? Do you know that?" They're not going to ask me. They're not going to ask me what. I don't carry a copy of a miniature piece of degree in my wallet. No, they see my shirt. They see my face. And they need help. Plain and simple. That's all they need. And I'm over it. I'm just over it. I got to speak my mind within, got to be respectful. I will always be respectful. But I got to speak my mind. Knock it off. Knock it off. Either you guys are either we're going to do this as a collective, and we're going to be fair with everyone, and we're going to really, really go back to the drawing board and figure out, how do we make this work? Because people don't get it. It starts from the very top. It starts from the top. What the top does to the middle does to the bottom. And then plain and simple, if you don't water me, if you don't nurture me, how can I successfully nurture and water my students? How? How? So education is not only for our students, but it's for us too. Hello. It's a daily thing. I'm blown away at just, and maybe I'm too emotional. Maybe, it could all be my fault. Folks could probably be like, "Yo, shut up, mind your business. You don't know what you're talking about. Just do your job, get your paycheck, and go home." Folks may very well feel that way, but I don't feel that way. I've never approached any job with that type of attitude. I never have. Never. And I just can't, I refuse to start that behavior. I just refuse to start. And the fact that I'm depressed and just really, really like down in the mouth about where I am and how I feel is just, it's an awakening. It's an awakening. And I have to change that. Not only do I have to change that for me, but I have to change that for my kids because they see and they feel what I'm going through. And I don't want to pass that on to them because it's not their fault and it's not their problem. I have a job to do, and I have to do that job to the very best of my ability, from 6:30 to 1:30, or from 6:30 to 5 o'clock. But I no longer will silence myself. I just, it hurts to silence myself. It gives me gas. It gives me gas. It's a nasty taste in my mouth that I have to bite my tongue. I no longer want the taste of blood. I just got to say what I have to say in a respectful way. Hope that it resonates with some people. If it doesn't, still fine. I just can't walk around with all that. Can't walk around with it. I already feel better right now. Just talking about that little piece. I already feel better. You know, they talk about the collective and they talk about, let's do this and we're a team. You're not a team. Because you blow people off every single day. You're not a team. Go back, sit, and replay your encounters with people. See how many situations you've blown people off. How you've just passed them over. Think about it. It's not a team.